Ready, set, go. And I'm back with yet another live stream where I got a lot of things to talk about today. We'll be talking about Premier League match week 18, preview that a bit. We'll be looking at some League 2 fixtures, some League 1 championship, La Liga. Guys, I actually, believe it or not, I actually watched a La Liga match today. Felt strange, felt very strange, but I did take a look at a La Liga game. And the match that I tuned into was Atletico Madrid versus Elche. It was weird, but I tuned in. R.I.P. Pele, legend. We're going to talk Erling Haaland. We're going to talk Man City Leeds. We're going to catch up on a few things. It's your boy Dom back with another live stream. We're going to take a look at some Pele videos as well. You know what I'm saying? I have a Pele video that I already vetted, and we're going to take a look at that and look at some of his goals and skills and just go down memory lane and pay homage to one of the greatest players of all time. So it's your boy Dom back with another one, guys. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. This is the earliest I could have actually streamed tonight because I had to put my boy Liam to sleep. He's right here in my lap sleeping. So I'm on daddy duties, multitasking, and doing a damn thing. You see the thing about Pele's death? We expected this, guys. We expected it because he's been really sick for some time, and we knew this would happen sooner rather than later, and I think we were prepared. It wasn't like a sudden thing and it hit us hard. We actually knew that this was going to happen, and I think that's why the world isn't like shocked. Plus, Pele lived a very long life. I have to say, a very long life, 82 years old. I wish I could live to see 82 years old, man. Just want to put it out there right now. But guys, let's start things off. Let's run through these League 2, League 1 championship fixtures, and then we'll get to the Premier League and we'll talk League R. We'll talk La Liga as well. We'll take a look at some other leagues, some news, look at some Pele videos and all of that. We talk about the match yesterday between Manchester City and Leeds United as well. And we take a look at the games coming up tomorrow and the weekend. So just to run through these League 2 results: Salford City 4, Grimsby Town 1, Bradford 1, Harrogate Town 0, Tranmere Rovers 2, Borough 1, Swindon Town 2, Northampton Town 1. We got Sutton 2, Gillingham 1, Stockport 2, Walsall 0. Stockport on fire these days, man. That's back-to-back wins there for Stockport. So let's take a look at these other games. Sutton United 2, Gillingham 1. I think I said these already, right? Did I? I think I did, right? Yeah, I did. the way it was, the way I read it read from today's games and go into tomorrow. So let's go back over these, man. Crew Alexandra 0, Carlisle 3, Walsall 0, Stockport 2, Sutton 2, Gillingham 1, Northampton 1, Swindon Town 2, Borough 1, Tranmere 2, Bradford City 1, Harrogate Town 0, Salford 4, Grimsby Town 1, Hartlepool 1, Mansfield Town 2, and we have these other two games: AFC Wimbledon 2, Colchester 1, Doncaster 4, Rochdale 3. And coming up tomorrow, Stevenage will play Crawley Town, and Newport County will play Leyton Orient. What I'm gonna do, what I've been doing, guys, we're keeping tabs on the lower leagues, right? And we're climbing up the pyramid, and then we take a look at the Premier League. We go over to some other leagues. We talk some news. We want to cover all football, right? Anything big, we'll be talking about it here. Once I catch wind of it, we'll be talking about it here. So let's check the news section really quick, and there should be some news. I ran across a few things right here. Crawley Town manager Matthew Etherington after 32 days in charge. Wow. That has to be one of the shortest managerial stints of all time. 32 days, 1 month. Like, hey, babe, I just got hired as a Crawley Town manager. Month later, hey, babe, you won't guess what happened, man. I got sacked. I got sacked, man. 1 month. It's a record. Guinness Book of Records. I made it. Made it, baby. What else we got here? Crawley Town confirmed managerial departure after 3 games. After appointment as mess continues. You know what? Let's take a look at Crawley Town, right? Crawley Town right now, got to be down at the bottom. Got to be down at the bottom, right? 20th, 21 points. Let's take a look at their form. Well, they lost to something today. Well, not today, Monday, pardon me. Lost to Hartlepool. They beat Swindon. Before that, a draw. Before that, a loss. A win. Lost to Burnley. FA Cup first round loss, draw. Yeah, they haven't been in good form at all. They definitely have not been in good form. And in jeopardy of dropping down to the national league. So let's go back to the news, see if we find anything else. Crawley's Crypto Bros owners part company with boss Matthew Etherington after 34 days. So contrasted results there, news articles. One said 32, one said 34. Liverpool Loney facing uncertain future as manager quits after 34 days. Who is this Loney? We're not going to get into that right now, but that's the big talk right now. Crawley Town manager getting fired after 1 month in charge. Is this the worst corner routine ever? We won't be watching any videos from the national, the EFL. Don't want to copyright or anything. So manager makes, that's just been the news, guys. That's just been the news. Ex-Posh striker on the move after Etherington told he could not be picked. Wow. So it's been some drama, though. Definitely been some drama. So you guys go check that out. Crawley Town, check it out. So standings, Leyton Orient, they're on top. Just going to go through the first top 6. Stevenage, Northampton Town, Carlisle, Swindon Town, and Mansfield are in the top 6 right about now. Go down to the bottom. Gillingham, Rochdale, Colchester, Hartlepool, Crawley Town, Harrogate Town. They're in the bottom 6, guys. So we're going to move. And big up to everybody in the stream. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. We're back. Ready, set, go, baby. So let's take a look at League One. We're warming up, guys. We're warming up. So if you ever wonder, why is he talking about these leagues? Man, I'm warming up. Warming up. You see what I mean? Gotta warm up the engine, guys. So let's take a look at some of the League One games that would actually play today. So we got Oxford 3, Charlton 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Port Vale 0. Barnsley 2, Fleetwood 1, Plymouth Argyle 1, Wickham 0. Morecambe 2, Accrington Stanley 0, Bristol Rovers 3, Exeter City 4. Thriller. Let's take a look at this. Sam Nombe with a brace. Archie Collins, Timothy Dieng, Scott Sinclair, that name sounds familiar. Josh Coburn, Aaron Collins with the goals. All right, so we won't be going down a League 2 rabbit hole today, but in the future, we'll take a look at some of the managers and, learn our League 2 teams. League 1 teams, pardon me. So, Peterborough 2, MK Dons 0, Shrewsbury 0, Cheltenham Town 1. Couple red cards in that game. Portsmouth 2, Ipswich Town 2, Forest Green 1, Burton 2. Tomorrow we got Lincoln playing Bolton and Derby County playing Cambridge. This is what the table looks like. Plymouth Argyle on top, Ipswich 2nd, Sheffield Wednesday 3rd, and there's a 9-point gap between those 2 teams, but there's games in hand there. Barnsley, Bolton, and Peterborough, Derby County in the mix, Wickham in the mix as well. There is some news on Wickham. I did run across something on Wickham, so we're going to check that out real quick. Stats, news, pardon me. So, let me see. Michael Cooper, Plymouth's young goalkeeper who is set in League 1 alight. All right, keep an eye on Michael Cooper. Crystal Palace in race to sign Sunderland star and youngster moves out on loan. All right. Sunderland star. Let's take a look at this. And I already see the article that I want to touch on. All right. Damn. Anyways, so Patrick Vieira, Crystal Palace are gearing up for potential hectic January transfer window. Later. I just want to see the player who they're linked to. I just want to see the player. Ross Stewart. Okay, so who is Ross Stewart? Anyways, Ross Stewart. Okay. Whoever he is. So we're gonna go back. Just wanted to find out, man. Sunderland standings. Where's Sunderland at? Sunderland is not even in this league, right? Where's Sunderland? In the championship. Sunderland's not even in League One. But let's go back to the news. This is the news that I wanted to touch on, guys. Wickham star TJ DeBar collapses on pitch in worrying scenes after match versus Plymouth. So let's take a look at this. This is big news. Player collapsed, and I did run across that article. That's why I'm actually talking about it. Just never mind the whole Andrew Tate arrested for abducting 2 girls amid human trafficking investigation. You know what I mean? Don't get distracted by these things. Okay, guys? We won't be talking about that. Don't get distracted. So, TJ DeBar collapsed on pitch following his side's 1-0 defeat to Plymouth Argyle in League One. The Wickham Wanderers striker is now confirmed to be in good condition en route to the hospital. All right, so that's all we need to know, guys. All the best to TJ DeBar. Hope he feels better and get himself healthy. No need to actually look into that anymore. All right, guys? Don't want to waste your time. So, see if we find any more big news to talk about here from League One. All right, nothing else really. And we're going to move on. To the championship. So, big up everybody in the house. I'm actually yet to, acknowledge some of you guys in the chat, but I'm warming up. So, we got Marcel, Delta, Babyface in the house. Big up to you. Appreciate everybody in here right now. Anybody watching the replay, appreciate you as well. So, we got the championship, guys. So, got the championship and some of the fixtures, some of the results. I actually tuned in briefly to the Blackpool Sheffield United match today, but that was before the Atletico Madrid Elche match, so I switched over to that because I want to start watching some La Liga games, Serie A, Bundesliga, when all those leagues restart, mixing it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Coming different. You got to evolve, got to change things up a bit. You just can't be a one-trick pony, you know what I mean? So let's take a look at these results from the championship. Then we get into the Premier League and keep it going. So QPR 0, Luton Town 3, Wigan 1, Sunderland 4. So let's take a look at this Sunderland game. Let's see if this Ross Stewart guy. Yep, so Ross Stewart, 66-minute penalty spot. Ellis Sims, he's been scoring a lot of goals. Patrick Roberts and Ahmad Diallo for Sunderland. Will Keane for Wigan in the 42nd minute. So big win for Sunderland there. Looking to make it back to the Premier League. They really, went really low. I think Sunderland was in League One last season, maybe, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So Blackburn Rovers 1, Middlesbrough 2, Huddersfield 2, Rotherham 0. Coventry and Cardiff played to a 0-0 draw. So did Millwall and Bristol City. West Brom 2, Preston 0. And Sheffield United 2, Blackpool 1. So let me take a look at see what happened. So Sanderberg in the 18th, James McAtee, a Man City player on loan at Sheffield United, and Marvin Ekpiteta in the 55th minute, pull one back there for Blackpool. So Sheffield United are looking to get promoted. They're doing really well in the championship. And we're going to check the table soon, but let's take a look at some of the other games coming up. Swansea, Watford, Norwich, Reading, Birmingham, Hull, Stoke, versus Burnley. So those games are coming up after these games were completed. So this is the standings. Burnley on top, 50 points. And they do have a game in hand to Sheffield United, who also have 50 points. And look at the gap between Sheffield and Burnley and the others. So these two teams look like they're going to run away with the championship. Let's see who's going to win it. But it looks like Burnley, but Sheffield are really doing well. And these two sides could be back in the Premier League after recently getting relegated. Burnley last season, Sheffield the season before. And Blackburn, Sunderland, Watford, Middlesbrough round off the top 6. Luton also with 36 points, and Millwall. And we did touch on the fact that there's a small gap that separates the top teams from the teams lower down. You see that? 35 points. We go all the way down to 16th, 32 points. So big up everybody in here. Big up Ivan. How you doing? Swarming things up, man. Back with another one to round things up across world football. Appreciate everybody in here. So, guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button for the stream. We'll definitely appreciate that. So, we touch on the championship. We go down to the bottom. You see Wigan are struggling, Blackpool, Huddersfield, Hull City, Rotherham, but they're not really far off. Few wins could get their season back on track indeed. So let's go to the Premier League, guys. Let's go over to the Premier League. And let me pull up the Premier League. Pull that up. And we're going to just recap all the games, the scores, and talk about one game in particular, Leeds, Man City, because I've talked about the other games already. I already did. So yesterday I didn't go live. But when did I go live? On the Tuesday? On Tuesday I went live. So took a break yesterday. Needed to get some sleep. I do need some sleep now, but you gotta sacrifice. You know, nothing good comes without sacrifice. So we're gonna just recap these results and then talk a bit about the Leeds Man City game and do a quick preview of the matches that's coming up. I have score predictions ready to just drop quick. It's going to be quick fire predictions. We won't be going in depth in terms of, you know, the games and the way I used to do things before. We're not going to do that. Definitely not going to do that. So big up Ivan for becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Big up Melina in the house. Big up the lovely Miss Melina coming in from Toronto, Canada. Nice to see you in here, Melina. Appreciate it. So Melina dropping a super chat, $6.99 Canadian, who says, Happy New Year to you and your family. Down more life, good health, and blessings ahead. Melina, you and I got to talk. I didn't forget. Definitely didn't forget. But, you know, it's working on some things. We got to talk. But definitely closer to when City do play Arsenal too, you know, because that's going to be a big game. Maybe we could do a preview or something to do with that because you guys are doing good, man. Melina, you know what's crazy, right? Remember last season when we were having a conversation? When we were having a conversation about how bad Arsenal were? I think we had that conversation in September. Arsenal had no wins, no goals, and we were just chopping it up. Recovered a bit, but look at how much they've improved this season. It's absolutely unbelievable. So you got to give it up to Arsenal, man. So big up Melina, big Arsenal fan. And Melina even made it to AFTV. Big up to Melina, man. I think both of us went to England in October, different times, but pretty sure you enjoyed the trip just like I did. So yeah, I remember last season we haven't won 3 games and we're struggling. Yeah, man. It's a crazy turnaround. Big up Jordan Hyman, man. Happy New Year to you. Big up everybody in here. Guys, make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. Let's keep it going. So Brentford 2, Spurs 2. Southampton 1, Brighton 3. Leicester 0, Newcastle 3. I mean the new Newcastle, sorry. The new Newcastle. Saudi Arabian one. The Oil Club. Oh, man. Oh, man. I got company, man. Another Oil Club in the league. So, Crystal Palace 0, Fulham 3. Fulham on fire. Everton 1, Wolves 2. Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 3. Arsenal 3, West Ham 1. Come from behind for the Gunners, top of the table. Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 0. And we got Man United 3, Nottingham Forest 0. So one game I'm yet to talk about is the Leeds United versus Manchester City game. So let's talk about this one briefly, and then we will definitely move on to the next match day, where we'll run through the fixtures and we'll actually drop some predictions there and then move on to the other leagues and some articles and things that I want to actually touch on. So big up Shane Mousse. We definitely got to take a look at a Pele video as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that one. So let's go. Leeds 1, Man City 3. In this game, we had Rodri in the 45th minute, Erling Haaland in the 51st, 64th, and Pascal Strike pulling one back from a corner in the 73rd. So pretty convincing win for City. Leeds, they went out there and they played fearless football, a lot of pressing. But, Man City, they had most of the ball, a lot of chances. It could have been a worse defeat on the day, but Melier pulled off some very, very good saves. City missed a lot of big chances, but still trying to, run off some of that rust, that after World Cup rust. So after the break, back-to-back wins. They're winning the Carabao Cup against Liverpool, and now against Leeds United in the Premier League to restart the campaign and the quest to successfully defend the title and go 3 in a row. It's absolutely nuts. So, look, let's take a look at the lineups here. Let's take a look at the lineups for Leeds. Ilian Melier, the best player on the day, in my opinion. Pascal Strike, Liam Cooper, Robin Koch, Rasmus Nissen, Christensen. So Sam Greenwood, I think, had a bright day. The youngster looked very good. He was on set-piece duty, put in some very, very, good balls into the box. So you got to give him a lot of credit. Mark Roca and Adam Forshaw, they were basically chasing shadows throughout the game. Rodrigo the same. Aronson, pretty ineffective if you ask me. Wilfried Nanto looked very bright. Along with Melier, I think he was one of their best players, where he ran past a few Man City players on a few occasions and looked really, really dangerous over there on the left side. For Man City, I got to give it to Jack Grealish, though. He does receive a lot of stick, but he was one of our better players on the day. He looked really good. Picked up a few assists, I think, in this game. So very, very positive stuff from Jack Grealish. Could have scored, had a couple opportunities, and definitely guilty of, squandering those really easy chances, if you ask me. That would have done his confidence a whole lot of good. But, I'm not overly critical of Grealish, because guess what? We're doing well in the league. We're winning games. We won the title last season. No need to be overly critical of a player. You see what I mean? People say, oh, yeah, City paid so much money for him. The only reason, the only how you could have get Jack Grealish at your club was to pay that type of money. Jack Grealish was never worth that type of money. Never. He's not 100 million type player. But that's what we had to pay to get him. And it seems like, people are putting a lot of pressure on him. But I know he was more productive at Aston Villa, but he was the man at Aston Villa. Now he don't need to be the man. He just need to play his role, pick up a few assists, score the odd goal, and stay focused and win a few titles. Simple. He could have a very long, fruitful, and illustrious career at Manchester City. Look at John Stones. Look at how long he's been at the club. Could be the same for Grealish. Erling Haaland, man. Oh, man. Listen, Erling brought Haaland. What more could I say about Erling Haaland? 20 Premier League goals. It's unreal. Let's just exit from here just a second, right? Let's just go back. Let's click the stats. Let's update these stats a bit. Why isn't it updated? Why isn't it updated? What is going on here? Why does it say 18? Why is it still saying 18 here? But I don't get it. Let's go to the Premier League website, man. You know what I'm saying? They're bugging out here. Google, you're bugging out. Bugging out, man. So Erling Haaland, 20 Premier League goals. The fastest man to the landmark. Absolutely nuts, if you ask me. I know many players, many people said Erling Haaland won't hit 20 goals. Erling Haaland's going to flop. Erling Haaland's going to this. He's going to that. Listen, 20 goals. Not even halfway through the season. This is crazy. This is crazy. You see what I mean? This is absolutely nuts, if you ask me. This is nuts. I do have a chart I want to actually share with you guys. Definitely got a chart with some of the players in terms of how many games it took to reach 20 goals. And just seeing if I could actually locate that right now for you. Okay, so I did run across something, but that's not what I want to share. But give me 1 second there. So yeah. All right, I think let me see. But anyways, it's ridiculous, man. It's a ridiculous record. Crazy record. I think the next player took like 48 games or something to get to 20 goals. Can't even remember, but it's just a ridiculous record that Erling Haaland just broke there. So 14 appearances, man. All right, I got it. Oh yeah, not 48, but I got it. Let me just share this with you guys really quick. You know, we're talking about Erling Haaland, not really involved in the game much. The fewest touches of all the players, I'm pretty sure, but the most effective. So 20. Erling Haaland has become the fastest player to score 20 goals in the Premier League, doing so in 14 appearances. So Kevin Phillips did so in 21, Andrew Cole 23, Ruud van Nistelrooy 26, Diego Costa 26, and Tony Yeboah 26. I was actually thinking hat tricks because Erling Haaland has 2 hat tricks already, and I think the next player took about 48 games or so to score 2 hat tricks. So give it up to Erling Braut Haaland, man. And we just go back quickly to the team. Was actually talking about the team lineups here, how I think the players did. Guys, how many goals do you think Erling Haaland will score come the end of the season? Do you think Erling Haaland could actually hit 40 Premier League goals? Well, look, in 14, he has 20. I don't think he's going to replicate that in his next 14 games. Surely can't. Surely can't have 40 goals in 28 games. Or let's say 30. But I'll say this. At 30 games, he should have 30 plus. With the last 8 games, with the pressure on him to get 40. That's what I think would actually happen. This is absolutely nuts, man. Big up to Adriano, who says 1.4 goals per game on pace for 54. It will be absolutely crazy if he gets to 54 goals. That will be nuts. That will be nuts. But look, Riyad Mahrez, he did his thing in the Carabao Cup and wasn't too bad on the day at all. You know what I mean? I think the last goal that was scored there, that was Mahrez' shot. No, not the last goal, the Rodri goal. The Mahrez shot that was rebounded and Rodri put it in. So Mahrez did his thing, but wasn't as good as he was against Liverpool. Ilkay Gundogan. Oh man, the work this guy does, the runs he makes into the box, always there about to get those opportunities. Very unlucky not to score on the day, in my opinion. And remember the other day we were talking about Thiago and we were talking about Gundogan? Rodri, he's a defensive midfielder, but guess what? He does what he has to do. But when the forwards are not scoring and they're finding it difficult, who pops up with a goal? You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's all about scoring goals and picking up assists, but at least pick up an odd goal, pick up an odd assist, help the team out when the team has its back against the wall. And that's what Rodri did. And I was damn proud, man. I was like, wow. We got goals coming in from everywhere. De Bruyne, exquisite again. You got Kevin De Bruyne playing like this. I got to say, Arsenal, watch out, man. Watch out. Don't slip up. But remember, guys, we got to play Arsenal twice. We have to play Arsenal twice. The league is in Manchester City's hands. Man City's destiny is in their own hands. Continue winning and make sure you beat Arsenal twice. Arsenal will drop some more points down the line. But make sure beat Arsenal twice, get the job done. Player I got to talk about, man, Rico Lewis. Oh, my God. Pep played him in back-to-back games. He was so good against Liverpool. Pep said, can't drop him. And he is a monster at 18 years old. So you guys could see the academy is working. We're not just splashing the cash and bringing in big money players. Rico Lewis, Cole Palmer, Phil Foden. You got guys like James McAtee. You know, you got Tommy Doyle. These guys out on loan. You saw how much money the team just made from selling guys like Juan Larios and Sami Dozie and Gavin Bazunu and all these guys. So it's not only about splashing the cash. The academy is one of the best. Stones and Akanji, solid. Nathan Ake's been one of our better players this season. Edison, not at fault for the goal, but, you know, maybe a heavier hand could have pushed that away. And off the bench, Cancelo, Foden, and Palmer. Look at that bench. Man. God damn. It was a pity that Calvin Phillips didn't get a run out against his old team, but it was pretty one-sided throughout the game, man. You know, Darko Giabi, Joe Gelhardt did come off the bench late and added some impetus to the game. So shout outs to those guys. But Jesse Marsh, bro, I don't know what's up with the sideline antics, but you were never going to get anything from this game, Jesse. Never. So 26 shots at goal for City, 9 on target, 69% of the ball, death by 700 passes. Basically, it was pretty one-sided, and Man City ramped to a 3-1 win. A single shot on target for Leeds didn't trouble Edison too much whatsoever. So, guys, with that being said, don't really want to drag it out any longer, but Man City, with that win, go back up to second, 35 points after 15 played, only behind Arsenal, who does have 40 points. So 5-point gap, not a huge gap, but still a healthy one. By the Gunners, they could afford to lose a game. Man City won't catch them if they lose, be 2 points behind. So got a little wiggle room, and sometimes that's all you need. So the race is on. Could be a 2-horse race, could be a 3-4-horse race, but right now it's looking like it's Arsenal, Manchester City. So big up to Erling Haaland on his goal scoring record. First to 20 goals this season. The fastest to 20 goals ever in the Premier League as well. The man is on absolute fire. You know who else could have been in those conversations? Darwin Núñez. But he keeps missing them for fun. Definitely keeps missing them for fun. So that's what the table looks like after the completed match week. Arsenal on top, City second, Newcastle third. Very impressive. Tottenham fourth with 30 points there. Newcastle with a little gap. Man United a fifth to round off that Europa League spot there. Liverpool a sixth with 25 points. 15 points behind the top team, Arsenal. So my prediction where I said Liverpool were going to win the title, that ain't happening. Brighton with 24 points. Chelsea 8th with 24. Fulham 9th with 22. I got to give it to Fulham, though. Fulham are surviving. Fulham are surviving the drop this season. Give it up to Marco Silva. He could definitely improve on this team if he has another summer transfer window to work with. Brentford, impressive again this season. Thought they would have been struggling. Could still yet struggle, but so far, so good. Hopefully for them, Ivan Toney does not get banned this season for betting on football games. So Crystal Palace to round off the bottom half. Aston Villa, Leicester City, Bournemouth. And the bottom six there, guys. Leeds United, 15 points. West Ham, 14 points. Everton with 14 just outside the relegation zone. And the bottom three, Wolves coming off of a win. Forest with 13 and Southampton with 12. So big up everybody in the house. Palomo, big up yourself, bro. We just ran through the whole English pyramid there. 35 minutes. And what we're going to do right now, guys, we're going to take a quick look at the games that are coming up for this weekend. So let's do that. Just go up here, Premier League, and let's just look at these games really quick. I got some predictions. We won't be forever, but I got some predictions for you guys. West Ham, Brentford. Guys, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Both teams, well, I should say Brentford are doing really well with 20 points. And West Ham under a bit of pressure. David Moyes, a lot of pressure. Thomas Frank just signed a new contract while David Moyes could be facing a sack. But I think it would be pretty harsh to sack him now. I think could give him a bit more time. I know it might be too late if you keep, holding off on sacking him, but he's done well enough. And they're still in the Europa Conference League. They're doing well in that competition. I would like to see David Moyes in the knockouts of that competition and not just jump the gun and sack him right now. It's still early times. But if you're going to have to sack a manager, you're going to do it early, right? But they're dealing with some injuries. Skamaka is not fit. Antonio is not really on top form. So this one, however, West Ham, they have other players that could step up like Fornals and Bowen, even a Shusek, Declan Rice. These guys could step up, Ben Rama. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw because Brentford, they seem to score with Ivan Toney and Mbeumo. The midfield, pretty robust. Solid team, but for this London derby, I'm going to go for a thrilling 2-2 draw. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it sweet. I'm going to keep it moving, guys. Liverpool, Leicester. Well, Liverpool at Anfield. We know Leeds beat them at Anfield recently, so they're not unbeatable at home. Leicester City are going through, a revival of some sort, but without Maddison there, after the World Cup, they lost their first game back. They're going to need James Maddison fit. If he misses out in this game again, I'm afraid Leicester will struggle to create and trouble Liverpool's backline. For the Reds, we know how good they could be, and we know on some days it could be calamitous. But I think this is going to be a good day for Liverpool, following up from their 3-1 win against Aston Villa. They're going to need Darwin Núñez to put those opportunities in the back of the net. Salah have to make himself a bit more present in the game, I think. And the midfielders got to step up and be a bit more creative. Help out the likes of Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, who, does most of the creation on the wings. This game, I'm going to go for a narrow win for Liverpool. 2-1. I think Leicester would bag one, but Liverpool would prevail at the end of the day. 2-1. Wolves versus Manchester United. Wolves coming off of a win there under Julian Lopetegui. This will be his second game. And where was that last game? Was it? Yeah. This will be his first game at home in the Premier League. So it's a big game. A lot of pressure on Wolves. With a win, they could continue to rise. They would jump out of the relegation zone. This is their goal. That's why they sacked Bruno Lage and brought in the Spaniard. But coming up against Erik ten Hag's Man United, who are looking well-oiled, even with some players missing, it's gonna be real tough for Wolves to get something from this game. A draw would be a huge result for the home team here. But look, man, Rashford in good form. Casemiro's playing well. Man United, they're gelling. They're gelling on the Ten Hag right now. It's gonna be hard to see Wolves get a victory here. I'm gonna go for a 2-0 win for United and for them to continue putting pressure on the teams above them. So United 2, Wolves 0. The next game, Manchester City versus Everton. Well, look, man, Frank Lampard under pressure. Everton, I think, have not done terrible, but they need to score more goals. With the absence of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, they've struggled. Neil Maupay's not really cutting it, in my opinion. Doesn't have enough pace. And the last game, Connor Cody couldn't play against his parent club. I think it affected them. They look good defensively, but I think game management could be a bit of a problem here for Everton. So coming up against Man City here, it's going to be a tough task. City at home usually do well, despite the blip against Brentford. I'm going to go for a convincing 3-0 victory for Manchester City. Erling Haaland on the score sheet again. And maybe we see Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan. Who knows, man? You never know where Man City is going to get their goals from. But rest assured that Erling Haaland might definitely be on the score sheet. Are we going to have Julian Alvarez back after his World Cup win with Argentina? I would love to definitely see him running down the wings, tormenting defenders. So 3-0 to City, in my opinion. We're going to move. Fulham, Southampton. Well, Southampton's been struggling. Sacked Ralph Hasenhuttl, hired Nathan Jones for Fulham. Man, look, Marco Silva and his boys are having a dream season. Mitrovic on fire. Bobby Reed. You have Jean-Paul Lydia, Andres Pereira in the midfield. These guys are playing well. Tim Ream at the back. He's doing well. You know, Bert Leno and go. This team looks decent, I have to say. They look real decent. And I can't see Fulham losing to this Southampton team that's struggling right about now. I'm going to have to go for 3-1 to Fulham in this match. Bournemouth, Crystal Palace. Well, look. I like to big up to everybody in the stream, everybody watching the replay. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We got to take a look at that Pele video pretty soon. We're going to look at La Liga. We're going to look at Ligue 1. We're going to look at some news, articles that I found on Reddit. I'm going to share those with you as well. So for anybody who's watching right now, appreciate you guys tuning in. You guys are the real deal, man. Big up Lego and Sweet. Big up Lego Dude. Big up Palomo. Everybody who's still in here, guys, make sure y'all smash up the thumbs up button for the stream. So Bournemouth, Crystal Palace. Well, both teams are coming off for L's. And Crystal Palace, I think, need a win badly. They've been so-so lately. Definitely so-so. Bournemouth, look, Gary O'Neill, he's done a great job. He's now the permanent manager. But he has to regain some of that form when he was the interim boss. At home here, this game could go any which way. Small ground. I think this one's going to be a draw. 1-1. Bournemouth, Crystal Palace to scrap it out. And a point apiece, in my opinion. Newcastle, Leeds United. Well, look, man. Newcastle, they've been on fire. And that's an understatement. Newcastle, they've been the most exciting team in the league. Bruno Guimaraes, Miggy Almiron, Callum Wilson, Joe Willock. All these guys been playing well, man. Alon St-Maximin, the defense of Fabian Shaw, Sven Butman. These guys are tight. These guys are tight at the back. Kieran Trippier, Nick Pope at the back. Watertight, impregnable. So it's hard to see Leeds United win this game. But we know Leeds could pull a shock. And they're a type of team that never sit down and they stay in the game and they press and they take the game to you. But this Newcastle team is a special one. I can see them winning yet another game, 2-1. Keep the pressure on City, keep the pressure on Arsenal, and definitely the pressure on the teams behind them like United, Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool. Newcastle is saying what's up this season, and I like it. 2-1 to Newcastle over Leeds United. Jesse March going to be under pressure again? He got time. They might look to bolster the team in the transfer window coming up. Let's see what happened. But he did buy himself some time at the back end there, picking up some crucial victories. And guys, we got a few more games to touch on here. We got Brighton, Arsenal. Brighton, Arsenal, the Zerbies taking over from Graham Potter and definitely doing well so far. Brighton still look a very, very dangerous unit. They could have Alexis McAllister back soon. Caicedo's been playing well. Leandro Trossard. But this Arsenal team, man, they're hard to beat. I don't see Brighton beating Arsenal on Saturday. Don't see it happening. And I'm going to have to say a 3-1 win for Arsenal. It could be another situation where they concede first again and come back and bang in 3 goals. But the X factors, Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, and you could add Eddie and Nketiah to the mix now that Gabriel Jesus is injured. Partey, Xhaka, pivoting. This team is very, very difficult to beat, man. And I know I'm not mentioning the other players right now, but they're very difficult to beat. Arsenal to win this one, 3-1, go up to 43 points. Pressure on City. Arsenal keep winning. Tottenham, Aston Villa. Home game for Conte and Tottenham. Pressure on Villa. Unai Emery versus Antonio Conte. This is a big one. Aston Villa did look positive in the last game against Liverpool. They didn't take their chances whatsoever. They really didn't. I think they could have walked away with a draw at least from that game against Liverpool. So they're going to have to rectify that against a Spurs team that had to come from behind there against Brentford to earn a point. And if they pick up where they left off, they could be a very dangerous team on the day in front of their home fans. This one's a hard one to predict because Villa look okay, but their defense though is a bit suspect with Mings, Konza, and of course Ashley Young. Kane and Son and Kulusevski and coach gonna be rubbing their hands. I'm gonna go for 3-1 win for Tottenham here over Aston Villa. Forest versus Chelsea. Steve Cooper and his boys still gelling. It's gonna be the new year and they're still gelling. Whose fault it is? No one told y'all to buy 25 players. No one told you to do so. Look, I think they're gonna be a thorn in Chelsea's side here because Chelsea did look good in their last game with Reece James back in the team, but James is injured again. He'll be out for maybe a couple months again. Month or 2, maybe 3. Don't quote me on that, but he'll be out for another lengthy period. At Chelsea, they just don't look convincing to me. Graham Potter keep changing up his team. You got Kepa in goal now. It's hard to actually predict against Chelsea right now, though, because after the break, Graham Potter went back to the drawing board. They looked good in their last game, I have to say. And, Sterling played well. Even Havertz bag a goal. Monk bag a goal. Pulisic a little too soft. He needs to toughen up. You know what? A narrow win for Chelsea. A 1-0. 1-0 Chelsea. Those are my predictions for the week, guys. And I'll be back on Sunday when these games are done to talk about the games coming up on Monday and just talk more football with you guys. So big up everybody in the house. Appreciate you. Let me see what you guys are saying here in terms of the prediction. Big up Jamal, who's saying salute. Lego dude, I heard that Ronaldo actually isn't going to Al Nassr, but I don't care. I don't know. Bro, I don't even care about Ronaldo, bro. I really don't care. Really, really don't. I think Chelsea should win this comfortably 2-0. Villa Spurs 1-1. Newcastle 2. Almiron to score. What else we got here? Even though Chelsea are disorganized right now, I still think they'll win 2-0. Thanks for the predictions there, Lego dude. I definitely do appreciate that. So what we're going to do, guys, let's take a look at this Pele video I got to share with y'all, man. Let's take a look at that. So R.I.P. Pele. And we know everything about Pele already, man. I don't need to tell you guys who Pele is. You know who Pele is? He held the record for the most goals scored by Brazil. Neymar just recently matched that. Pele won 3 World Cups with Brazil. 1958, 62, he played 1 game and came back for 1970 as well and won that World Cup. So give it up to Pele. Played for Santos most of his career, then played for the New York Cosmos. And that was it. After that, he became a world football ambassador, politician, and he lived a good life, I have to say. You know what I'm saying? Not much negative things to say about Pele, man. Lived a good life. Lived to see 82 years. And back at the World Cup 1958, he broke a lot of records because he was only 18 years old. He signed for Santos when he was 15. You got to give it to Pele, man. Definitely got to give it to Pele. So let's take a look at this Pele video, guys. So let's enjoy a little Pele magic. We're going to go over to YouTube. We're going to make this big. Let's take a look at this. It's supposed to feel. Legendary. Legendary. Legendary, man. Listen, man. Listen, I ain't even got anything else to say but legendary. Legendary, man. Pele. Legendary. And let me go over to my Reddit page right now because Do have a couple things to share with you guys. Pace and go over there. Talk a bit more about Pele. Guys, I had goosebumps. I had goosebumps watching that video. I had goosebumps literally watching that video. Goosebumps. Wow. So let's find the Pele articles that I saved. Saved a couple. We'll touch on a few of these things as well. But Santos right here. Let's click on this one. You know, we'll come back over here. Edson Arantes do Nascimento, 1940, 2022. Pele. Pele, man. R.I.P. to Pele. Guys, legendary. Legendary. That video right there. If you were here and you watched that entire video, listen, there's a reason why I muted myself and I didn't interrupt the video, because that's too legendary to interrupt and to talk over right now. You see what I mean? Listen, man, did you guys like see this little video? They said, whatever you see your favorite players do these days, Pele already did it. Oh, man, some of those goals were simply epic. Those goals were epic. So let's give it up to Pele, man. Definitely give it up to Pele. R.I.P. Would we see another Brazilian as great as Pele? I don't know. I don't know. You see, the thing is, right? What we're seeing right now with Kylian Mbappe at his young age, we saw him at 18. We saw Kylian Mbappe at the last World Cup. He was, what, 23? What we're seeing here, and we're seeing, goddamn, Mbappe is so good. Guys, that was Pele. That was Pele 60 plus years ago. That was him. That was Pele 60 years ago. 64 years ago, to be exact, at the 1958 World Cup. That was Pele. So imagine, let's say, 60 years from now, 60, Kylian Mbappe, he passed away, 83 years old. The newer generation would be like, I never saw Mbappe. But we would know how good Mbappe was. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing with Pele. I never saw him play when he was in his prime. I wasn't born yet. I was born in 87. He was already retired then. But that's the way we have to look at things, guys. We definitely have to look at things that way. All the players that we're watching today, that we've seen 10 years ago, you know, entertained us. One day they'll pass on and we'll be mourning their deaths. R.I.P. to Pele, man. R.I.P. Maradona. R.I.P. Pele. Two goats. They meet up in heaven and they could play a 1v1. That video, epic, guys. Epic. It touched me again. I saw it before, but it touched me again. For real, for real. Definitely touched me again, man. But look, as I said, would Brazil see another great? Look at Neymar. Has not won a World Cup. R9. He won what? One World Cup? I think he was there at 94, if I'm not mistaken, you know. But still, these guys can't touch Pele and the goal scoring record and the skills, just his all-round game. So, R.I.P., man. R.I.P. to a legend. R.I.P. to a legend, man. R.I.P. We're going to go back. Let's go back. Let's see what other articles we pull up here. But before we run into these articles, let's just take a look at what went down in La Liga today, guys. Because I did take a look at the Atletico Madrid game. that they played against LJ. So let's take. We had a few games. I think about 4 games today. A couple games, not a lot of games. Yeah, 3 games today. So let's take a look at these games, and we'll talk a bit about the French League, because I did watch a few of the highlights for the French League as well. We're gonna brush up on what's going on. We're gonna talk Neymar. We're gonna talk Enzo Fernandez as well. Still got a few things to talk about, guys. So we're not in a rush. We're definitely not in a rush. So let's talk. Girona 2. I didn't watch highlights for these games. I was strapped for time. Sergio Camello in the 2nd minute. Valentin Castellanos penalty in the 34th. Then Issy Palazon in the 62nd. And Samuel Saiz, another penalty in the 75th. Give it up to Girona, man. It's Man City's sister club over there in Spain. Hope they do survive. And that's a good come from behind draw that they picked up here. So if we just check the position for these clubs, so let's go down. Girona 12th, and for Rayo Vallecano they're 7th. So Vallecano doing pretty well this season. They will need to keep that up. They have more wins and draws than losses, so they're doing pretty good. For Girona, I think they just got knocked out of the Copa del Rey, but they could now focus on staying up in the league. I think Girona actually got promoted last season, so check the standings. Yeah, they just came back up after being relegated with the 2018-19 season there. So we check Segunda Division. They were in the Segunda for 2 seasons before they came back up. So give it up to Girona, and they actually came 6th, so via playoffs, I think they came up. So give it up to Girona, man. Man City's sister club. So with that being said, guys, in the meantime, let's find out who's in charge of these teams. We getting up to speed with the championship, the lower leagues in England, and La Liga, the French league. When the Italian league comes back, when the Bundesliga comes back, things gonna be hot. Things gonna be hot over here, guys. Trust me when I tell you. It's not just gonna be Premier League. We're gonna be talking the Italian Serie A title race. If they do have a Bundesliga title race, we're gonna talk about the title race in La Liga between Real Madrid and Barcelona for sure. If Atletico want to put their nose up in there as well, we're gonna be talking about a lot of things here, guys. Ready, set, go. Okay. We evolving around here. Anyways, managers, let's take a look. Get familiar with some of these players as well. Mikel. If you ask me if I know Mikel, I don't know. Perez, what's his name? Inigo Perez. I don't know these guys, man. I don't. I really don't. He was actually just a man, just a player last season, it seems. Crazy. And he's a current assistant manager, so I guess the other manager got sacked. So I don't know him, though. I don't know him. I'm not going to pretend I know him. I'm not a big La Liga guy. I'm just getting into watching more La Liga guys, obviously. So this is what the teams look like. Gazaniga, he's over there at Vallecano these days. Let me see if I see any other names. Oriol Romeo. Okay. Oh no, that's actually Girona. Pardon me. See, I don't even. You see, I can't even hide it. I can't even hide it. I don't even. You see, I don't even know the sister club's players. But Gazaniga is at Girona. It's when I saw Couto, I was like, okay, no, that's not Rayo Vallecano. I know Jan Couto, the young Brazilian, Romeo, Rodrigo Riquelme, and yeah, I don't know these players like that. Vallecano, you got Oscar Trejo, I know him. Pape Cis, I think that's a Senegalese. Florian Lejeune, used to be with Aston Villa, I think. Fran Garcia, Dimitrievski. The bench, Radamel Falcao. Big up to Radamel Falcao, guys. Mario Suarez. You know what I'm saying? Baby. Oh, man. But give it up to Falcao, though. Definitely give it up to Falcao. So, over on the Girona side, Yanhel Herrera. I would like to see him get an opportunity at Man City, though. I don't know how good he is, though. Manu Vallejo. Who else you see here? Christian Stuani. He's been around the club for some time. But yeah, that's it. Girona 2, Vallecano 2. Real Betis 0, Athletic Club Bilbao 0. He had a red card. Luis Felipe sent off late in that game. Iñaki Williams, guys, of course, he played. And Iñaki Williams, I think, has now played about 248 games in a row. If I get the number right. And his brother Nico Williams is, oh man, he's pretty good. Pretty damn good, man. So give it up to Athletic Club, Yuri Bechiche. He was at PSG recently. You know, Unai Simon, Spain number 1. You go to Betis. Who is this? Luis Enrique. Oh, this guy got sent off. Yeah, this guy's pretty good, man. This guy's pretty good. This Brazilian is pretty good. I think he just got signed, but I saw a couple of highlights of him. He's pretty good. Yusuf Sabali. Look, this Betis team is pretty good, man. Under the former Man City manager, Manuel Pellegrini, and Ernesto Valverde is in charge of Athletic Club Bilbao these days. So 2 managers that we all know, and they played to a 0-0 draw. So in terms of the table, guys, real quick, in terms of the table, let's click the table. And Athletic Club, 5th, Betis, 6th, same points tally, 25 points. So that's what La Liga looks like. And the last game, guys, that we're going to touch on today, Atletico Madrid. Wait. What? I watched this game. You guys, I literally watched this game, right? And I didn't know that Mario Hermoso got sent off. I didn't. I really didn't. Didn't know he got sent off. To be honest, I was like multitasking because I was, watching Liam and, I think I was making a pizza at the time. But I didn't know Mario Hermoso got sent off. Seriously, 53rd minute? I didn't know that. But anyways, first half, Elche kept Atletico pretty quiet. Elche, a few speculative chances, couple set pieces from corners. Atletico didn't really trouble them too much. They didn't test the goalkeeper too much. But when Gonzalo Verdu pulled down Alvaro Morata, Elche went down to 10 men. And I don't know how I missed the Hermoso sent off. I really don't. I heard the commentators talking. The commentary was quite boring, though. Really boring. Casey Keller, oh man, how is Casey Keller? Boring commentary. Boring. I almost fell asleep watching this game, driving back from dropping my wife to work. Boring, I'm telling you. But João Felix, good goal. I think that was Morata with the setup. And the Morata goal was nasty as well, where he laid down a few players and he took a shot, he hit a player and went in, looped in. And that was it. Pretty much it. Kenya got sent off in the 98th minute, came off the bench. 2 quick yellow cards, got sent off from a Watford man. But the Hermoso red card I missed totally. I thought it was 11 versus 10. I didn't know it was equal for most of the game. So really don't know how I missed that. But I guess the commentary was so bad that they really didn't talk about it too much. And I thought Atletico were playing with 11 and Elche were down to 10. I swear, man. Space saying, hi, Dam, do you see Algeria winning the AFCON? No. You're off topic, bro. Off topic. Okay? let's stick to the topic, guys. Stick to the topic. Talking La Liga right now. Anyways, big up everybody in the stream. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. We'll definitely appreciate that. So let's continue before I was interrupted by out of context questions. Good win for Atletico Madrid, but it's against the bottom place team Elche, who are yet to pick up a win this season. But you got to give the credit to Atletico. You could only beat what's in front of you. They actually try new things. If we check the lineup, you could see this young player here, Barrios. I think his name is Pablo Barrios. Yeah, he's only like 20. He was given a run out ahead of a lot of senior players. And Yannick Carrasco, left wing back, of course, and Reinaldo was on the bench. So against a team where they're pretty sure they could beat, they went with a more positive approach instead of their usual very, very defensive approach there. You see Griezmann, Felix, Morata, Marcos Llorente, Carrasco, very, very positive. And they used this game to integrate the young player. I think that was his first start as well for the team. Atletico also looking to offload a few players during the transfer window to revamp and refresh things, maybe go through another rebuild. But remember, guys, they have a few players that were at the World Cup from Argentina, Correa, De Paul, and Molina yet to come back into the team. So they could give. Could they? I should ask a question. Could they give Real Madrid and Barcelona a run for their money? Let's see. But Elche, man, these guys are in a lot of trouble. It would take a lot for them to survive. It looks like they're doomed for relegation. So we take a quick look here. The manager, Machine, he just got hired too. Machine is actually the third manager this season for Elche, while we know Diego Simeone has been in charge for God knows when. So just to take a quick look at the standings, you could see Atletico third. They're a little bit of distance behind Madrid and Real Madrid and Barcelona. And for Elche, we got to go all the way down to the bottom where they played 15, only pick up 4 points with 4 draws, 11 losses. So that's pretty much it for La Liga. Before we do move, let's take a look at the games that are coming up tomorrow. Celta Vigo, Sevilla. Cadiz, Almeria. You got Valladolid versus Real Madrid. Barcelona, Espanyol early Saturday morning. Real Sociedad face Osasuna. And Villarreal will take on Valencia. And then there's a break until the next week. Maybe there's Copa del Rey in the middle of the week. I am not sure, but if there is, we will definitely talk about it in the future. And I will be having some predictions for La Liga as well, but not yet though. Not yet. I got to get up to speed with the league and everything like that, guys. Definitely. I don't want to act like I know what I'm talking about when I actually don't. Okay? So in terms of some news, let's see if there's any news in La Liga that we might actually we don't want to miss. Okay? Ancelotti won't say Lionel Messi is the GOAT. Oh, man. Let me see what else we got here. Real Madrid squad list against Valladolid. We're not going to look at this. Man United La Liga star with 60 million release clause and more transfer rumors. Who is this player? I don't want to find out because Man United are linked to everybody. Every single body. Once it's a good player, or even some regular players, Man United are linked to those. So that's it for La Liga, guys. Just quick standings. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Athletic Sociedad, Athletic Club Bilbao, and Betis top off the big six there. And you go down to the bottom, Elche, Cadiz, Sevilla, yes, Celta Vigo, Espanyol, Getafe. So with that being said, guys, we go to Ligue, where we have to touch on the Neymar thing, right? We got to talk about the Neymar thing. We can't do this video without talking about the Neymar thing. Just to run through some of the scores from today and yesterday. Ajaccio 1, Angers 0. I did look at the highlight for this one. Troyes 0, Man City's sister club. Nantes 0. Auxerre 2, Monaco 3. And just quick. Ellis Ben Seguir scored a brace. Think this was his debut as well. And he broke a few records. So give it up to the youngster. You know, Monaco always break a lot of young players. That's where Kylian Mbappe came through. And the rest is history, right, guys? You click news, you could see, we don't have anything there. Let me see if they have anything on the timeline. All right. Ellis Ben Seguir, Monaco, is the youngest player to score a brace in his first Ligue 1 match in the last 75 years and the first over the period to achieve this feat before his 18th birthday. The kid is 17 years old. So Ellis Ben Seguir is, at 17 years, 10 months, the fifth youngest player to score for Monaco in Ligue 1 behind Kylian Mbappe, Pietri Pellegrini, the Italian, Thierry Henry, and Benoit Badiashile, who's now linked to Chelsea, and the second youngest to score a brace in Ligue 1 for AS Monaco behind Thierry Henry, who was 17 and 8 months in 1995. So crazy. So Monaco remain on a 26-game Ligue 1 run of finding a net 57 goals in total, the longest ongoing streak in the top 5 European leagues. Give it up to Monaco, man. Are they back? Let's not jump the gun. Let us definitely not jump the gun. But look, we'll check the table pretty soon, but let's just run through these scores, man. Not going to go through all of them like that, but let's go through the scores. So Clermont Foot 0, Lille 2, and Mohamed Bayo scoring against his old team, Clermont Foot, when he came off the bench. Brest 2, Lyon 4. We're going to click on this one. Maxence Kakare, Ryan Cherky, Alexander Lacazette, and Kenny Tete with the goals there. Matthias Lage and Steve Mounier for Stade Brest. All right, guys. And look, just a Ligue 1 joke that we have here. Things that you must not put together, guys. Don't say these things in front of your mom, guys. All right? What a fixture, right? What a fixture. But we're going to move. Reims 3, Rennes 1. And guys, there's a record. There's a record to talk about when it comes to this. Let me see if they actually have it here. Folarin Balogun, he scored some really good goals. There was actually 2 wonder goals in this game. That Balogun goal in the 6th minute and Alexis Flips, 2 really good volleys. Balogun scoring in the 84th, he's doing well. Arsenal might be tempted to call him back from his loan, but I don't think they should do that. He's been sent on loan to develop. Arthur Tiate scored in the 45th minute for Rennes. So let me see if there's any the tidbit here. So yeah, let me see. Okay, yeah, I found something on Rennes though. I definitely found something on Rennes, and okay. Stade Rennais has lost its first match since August 27th. All competitions and friendlies included. So give it up to Stade Rennais. It's their first loss since August. Nuts. Let's move. Lorient 0, Montpellier 2. Marseille. Oh man, I missed this one. I didn't watch the highlights for this one. Gotta check it out. But if you see someone wearing some nice shades, just you know what I mean? Nice lens, man. Nice lens. But Nice and Lens played to a 0-0 draw. And what I can't believe, guys, is Dante is still playing. Dante, formerly of Bayern Munich and Brazil, is still playing. How old is Dante these days? Let's find out, man. How the hell is Dante still playing? He's 39 years old. God damn. I bet a lot of y'all didn't know that. Dante is 39 years old, guys. Wow. Yeah, Lacazette's doing well since he went back to France. Big up to AD. Guys, make sure y'all smash up the thumbs up button, though. Definitely appreciate that. Big up to Barbara Abe. How are you? So, look at this Nice team, though. Schmeichel, Pablo Rosario, formerly of PSV, Jean-Claire Todibo. You know what I mean? Team's pretty familiar with. I'm familiar with a lot of these guys. Ross Barkley, Nicola Pepe. Who remembers Nicola Pepe? Oh my God! Listen, you know what? You know what I'm thinking? Is Nicola Pepe still? I don't even know. Is he still an Arsenal player? I don't even know. Let's find out. All right, he's there on loan. He's there on loan. You know what, guys? 80 matches, 16 goals. That's not bad, you know. But what he did for Lille was absolutely, ridiculous. That's why he got the move. I have a theory here. And let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know, right? What if Nicola Pepe allowed to go out on loan just because he wasn't actually doing so well at Arsenal, and they allow him to come back, reintegrate into the team, and maybe then he'll accept maybe a different role, come off the bench, playing the Champions League, playing the League Cup, you know what I'm saying? And not have that pressure, that price tag pressure on him. I could see that happening. That won't be bad because you'll need a depth in the squad. If they're gonna bring in Mudryk, you have Nicola Pepe. You could, what I'm saying? Players get injured all the time. I'm just saying, man. So just went down a little rabbit hole there. Give it up to Lons. This team's doing very, very good. And that's a good 0-0 draw that they pick up there, though. So we're going to move on. And let's take a look at this game. Marseille 6, Toulouse 1. God damn. Wow. I heard this Kolasinac goal is a good goal, though. For I'm an Arsenal man. I didn't watch the highlights. I got to check it out. But Nuno Tavares, Arsenal man himself, too. Cengiz Under, Dimitri Payet, Sead Kolasinac, Rasmus Nicolaisen, own goal, and Valentin Rongier. What a name. I love that name, though. Valentin Rongier. I think if I have another son, I'm going to name him Valentin. Valentin. However you pronounce it. But that's a beautiful name, man. But anyways, let's talk about the elephant in the room here. PSG 2, Strasbourg 1. Marquinhos, really good header from a Neymar. Free kick in the 14th minute. Marquinhos' own goal in the 51st. He almost scored a hat-trick when he tapped in that Mbappe, when Mbappe was taken down in the 96. But a hat-trick, 1 own goal and 2 goals. But it was given a penalty. But it's a Neymar red card, though. Let's talk about the Neymar red card, guys. So this referee ain't played no games. No games whatsoever. Neymar, I think, was given a yellow card maybe 2 minutes prior. If we check the timeline really quick, right? Let's check the timeline right here. Let's check the timeline. Let's go down. Let's check the timeline. Let's go down and check the timeline, right? So for Neymar, he was given a yellow card right here. 61st minute. Neymar looks to escape Thomason's relentless pressing, but catches the Strasbourg man in the face and is shown a yellow card. Bam! Red card. Neymar is off. 1 minute later. PSG worked the ball forward and Mbappe's through ball into the box is latched onto by the Brazilian, but he goes down claiming a penalty from Jiku's challenge. However, there is no contact whatsoever and the referee books him for diving, and his second yellow card in as many minutes mean Neymar is sent off. Deservedly sent off, if you ask me. Sent off. Right here, Neymar and his PSG teammates surround the referee, but he's not changing his decision anytime soon, and the Brazilian eventually trudges off. So he'll miss the next game, and it was the right decision because Despicable. Why you diving like that? Why you diving like that? No need to dive like that, man. And we've seen some referees that were actually reluctant to book players when they dive, especially at the World Cup. But definitely a big dive, man. So, Neymar, you have Pele passing away. That's no way to honor the king. You see what I mean? Very dishonest, if you ask me. But you know what? He was actually looking for the contact. He was looking for the contact, so he just went down thinking the player would touch him. He didn't get a single touch. But Neymar, man, such a really good player. I would actually love to see him in the Premier League one day, but come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Pick him up next summer. I love to see him in the Premier League, but Chelsea are the only club I could see buying Neymar. I don't see Man United doing it with Ten Hag in charge. I don't see Newcastle doing it. I don't see the only team I see doing that is Chelsea. Chelsea are the only team I see bringing in Neymar, and I would love to see him in the league. Definitely, guys. Let me know if you like to see Neymar in the Premier League, though. So, with that being said, guys, that's it for Ligue 1. Let's see if we miss any news, any big news. Let's check the news section here. Let me see. Neymar sees red. Okay. Let me see. Mbappe to the rescue. The very, very good free penalty. So Tottenham in straight fight to sign £44 million Ligue 1 striker after agent talks. Let's find this out. Let's see who they're talking about here. Let me see. Who is this player? Man United and Tottenham are ready to go head-to-head to sign Ren forward, who has already had 15 goal involvement this season. Who is this? Is this Laborde? Let me see. Terrier? What? Martin Terrier, I think. Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know. Man. I don't know if he's worth that much, man. It's a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know. You could get better. You could get more for your money, though. I don't know, though. You see what I mean? So, Team Talk. I don't know this website, but I see this guy down at the bottom here. This guy, Ben HD. Ben HD, what up, bro? Anyways, let's keep it moving. This is the standings in Liga. PSG on top, 44 points. Lens second with 37. That's a big gap, though. But give it up to Lens. They're second. They're looking at a Champions League spot. Only 2 direct Champions League spots as well, guys. Marseille in third. 4 points behind Lens. Rennes, fourth. Monaco, fifth. Climbing up. Then you got Lille, Lorient, Lyon, Nice, and Reims round off the top 10. Guys, remember we spoke about this? I don't know if you guys were here the last time, but the French league is going to go to 18 teams in the league, which means 4 teams are going to get relegated and 2 promoted from Ligue 1. And you're going to know you're going to have 18 teams in the league. So Angers definitely look like they're going down. But Strasbourg, Auxerre, and Brest in a bit of trouble. But Ajaccio, Troyes, Nantes, Toulouse, these teams are not out of it yet. Even a Montpellier, Clermont-Foot. So still a long way to go. We'll be talking about Ligue 1 a lot going forward, guys. We'll be touching on all the leagues going forward. So every time I go live, expect it to be a long-ass live stream of me talking about all the leagues, not just the Premier League anymore. It got a bit boring, if you ask me. Kylian Mbappe, topping the goal-scoring charts. Neymar, Terry Murphy, Alexander Lacazette with 9, Jonathan David with 9. You got Messi, Neymar in terms of the creative section there, Florian Sotoka, and Cal Silva. So with that being said, guys, we touched on Liga, we touched on La Liga, we touched on the Premier League, the Championship, all these things. There's a few more leagues. One league I want to touch on. Let me show the Turkish Super League some love. Turkish Super League, baby. Let's go. Show the Turkish Super League a bit of love, real quick. We're not gonna go through the team names or anything, guys. We're not going through these. We're just gonna run through. Let's take a look at what happened. I'm not gonna try to say these names and butcher these names, but let's look at the major teams like Istanbul, Başakşehir, Tunilova, Antalya Spor, Fenerbahce 4, Hatay Spor 0. You got Kazım Pasa 1, Istanbul Spor 2. You got Alana Spor 3, Kayseri Spor 1. Oh man, so many Spurs. A lot of Tottenham Hotspurs over there in Turkey. A lot of Spurs, real Spursy over there. Trabzonspor, a big loss there for Tir Karagümrük, 4-1. Sivasspor 1, Galatasaray 2. You got Besiktas beating Adana Demirspor. Anyways, I just wanted to show the Turkish Super League some love. Let's take a look at the standings, guys. This is the most important thing. This is what I want to look at, the standings. Galatasaray, the usual suspects on top of the table. Fenerbahce second, Istanbul Başakşehir a third. Adana Demirspor a fourth, doing well. Besiktas, one of the bigger clubs over there, one of the most successful clubs. They're in fifth. They're struggling a bit. Trabzonspor in sixth with 26 points there. You just look through the table, guys. You go down towards the bottom. You see Hatayspor, Sivasspor, Istanbulspor, and Umraniye. I never heard about that team in the relegation zone. Sivasspor still in Europa Conference League football, I think. Let's take a look at them and you see exactly what I'm talking about. So we go back. They were in the Conference League. They did pretty well. They definitely did well. We take a look at the standings. Conference League, Sivasspor, and I think they topped their group, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. Yep, they did top their group, you see? So they're not doing well in the league, but they're doing well in the Conference League. So in terms of the Turkish Super League stats, Enzo Valencia, man, what he did at the World Cup wasn't a fluke. 13 goals. Haji Wright for Antalya Sport, 9 goals, got called up to the U.S. national team. Fabio Borini, remember he used to play in the Premier League. 7 goals. Mbaye Diagne played in the Premier League as well. So this team for Tir Karagümrük probably, got some money injected into that team. Some big players. Wout Weghorst with 6. Kana Erkin. Oh, he's playing for that same team. Kana Erkin is a Turkish legend. Alexandru Maxim. He's a Romanian. Enzo Valencia. Lincoln. Wout Weghorst. So Leroy Fair. 7 yellow cards. Used to play in the Premier League for QPR. Francisco Calvo. The Costa Rican. Didn't even know that. So yeah, I've been sleeping on the Benjamin Stambouli. I haven't seen him in a long time. Been sleeping on the Turkish league though, guys. So just showing some love to the Turkish Super League. You know what I mean? Belgian Pro League. Let's take a look at the Belgian League, guys. Let's do that. This is what the show is all about. Going down rabbit holes, looking at different leagues and things like that. So, the Belgian League. Belgian First Division. Let's go. Let's take a look at that. And this league is a bit different though, because I think this league got like another phase, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it got like a championship round, whatever. Yeah, championship round. It does have a championship round. 4 teams go into it, I think. And whoever comes out on top wins the league. But this is what's going on in the Belgian league. Genk on top by a big stretch, 46 points. Union Saint-Gilloise with 39. They're doing well again this season. Antwerp. These are teams that has just, recently start doing very, very well. Antwerp and Union Saint-Gilloise. Antwerp with 36. Club Bruges with 34. Ghent, 31. These are all, the better clubs in Belgium. Doing very well. Standard Liège is another one. And I'm not seeing Anderlecht. Where's Anderlecht? Anderlecht is struggling. This is a team that, participated in Champions Leagues recently. So struggling a bit there. You got Mechelen, Oosten, Eupen, Charleroi. I know most of these clubs. Kortrijk. What else? Yeah. Some of these clubs I don't know that well. But that's what's going on in the Belgium League, guys. Stats. Paul Onuachu, the Nigerian, with 13 goals. Mario Gonzalez with 11. Hugo Kuipers with 9. Vincent Janssen. And I think that's what earned him his call up for the Dutch national team. Dante Van Zier with 8. Lyle Foster with 8. He sounds like an Englishman, Lyle Foster. So assists. You have Mike Deyeshimaway with 13 assists. God damn. Man's on fire. Yeah, don't need to really touch on these other guys though, but damn, this Mike Ndayashime, whatever how you say his name. Look out for him in the future, guys. So when were the games? We didn't have we had a few games on Boxing Day. Okay, so these were the games, and then we're gonna have games next weekend, January 6th, the 7th, and so on and so forth. So we'll take another look at the Belgian League sometime in the future. What else you guys want me to check out, guys? Let me see what else we could check out. I think that's it for the leagues. We checked out the Dutch League recently, but let's take a look at some of the articles that are actually saved on my Reddit page here. Let's go back to that. Let's definitely go back to that and run down some of the things that I haven't touched on. Let's land the plane, guys. Let's definitely land the plane. It won't be a 3-hour live stream today. We're an hour 42 minutes in, so might be about 2 hours. So you see my Reddit page here, guys. The things that I downvoted just to save. Pep kicks a water bottle at Leeds bench and immediately runs over to apologize. We're not going to take a look at that for copyright reasons in the Premier League, but I saw when that happened, and he really meant it because he kicked the ball in frustration and he ran over right away. But, City still went on to win the game 3-1. So Kevin De Bruyne says Erling Haaland is so obsessed with goals. He already has about 200 goals, so he can probably go to 600, 700, or 800 if he stays fit and and does the things he does. So Haland, man, goal scoring machine, 20 Premier League goals, the first to that mark this season. Probably the first to that mark in all the leagues, all the top leagues across Europe, if you ask me. And the fact that we're talking about Man City, guys, City's actually the top club in Europe in terms of the coefficient rankings. So give it up to Manchester City, baby. I think Real Madrid is second and Liverpool a third, if I'm not mistaken. But for some more tidbits, Edison Moraes reaches 150 Premier League wins in record time. I think he's the fastest to do that as well. So Ryan Cherky, 19 and 133 days, becomes the third youngest player in history to reach 10 goals with Olympic Lyon in official competition behind Fleury Di Maio, 18 years and 255 days, and Karim Benzema, 18 years, 307 days. Give it up to Ryan Cherky. Does have a bright future. So Neymar has received 5 red cards since his Ligue 1 debut with PSG in 2017-18, the joint highest tally in this period. Simulation. Neymar, man, you should be ashamed of yourself. So, shortlist for the African France Team of the Year. African France Team of the Year. Let's take a look at that one. And the shortlist for Team of the Year. So let me pull this up really quick so you guys can see this. We're gonna have to come back to my my Reddit page, but we will. But this is shortlist for African team of the year from the African Insider. Voting starts tomorrow. Let's take a look at this, guys. Could you make a best African team from this? Well, you got Edward Mendy, Yassine Bonu, Andre Onana, and Brice Samba for the goalkeepers. For the right backs, Ashraf Hakimi, Bouna Sarr, Mohamed Abdel Momen, Egyptian, Nusayem Mazrui. Then you got the midfield. Let's stay in the defense. You got the left backs, Reinaldo of Atletico Madrid, Saliu Sis. Well, Saliu Sis doesn't have a club there right now. Isn't that Sis guy we talked about in Liga just now? Anyways, Kyle Lekay. I don't know the club. But Yahya Atiat Allah, he definitely deserves a shout, man. He's been very good. You saw him at the World Cup. Center backs, Abdou Diallo, Kalidou Koulibaly, Edmond Tapsoba, and Montasir Talbi of Lorient. Tapsoba is a beast. I'll say Kalidou Koulibaly and Tapsoba. But no, there's more. But why is there Joel Matip there? Joel Matip should not be there. Joel Matip doesn't play for Cameroon anymore. Joel Matip should be German. He doesn't play for Cameroon. But Omar Colley, Calvin Bassey, and Ashraf Dari are the center backs there. Midfield, Ibrahim Sangare, Moses Simon, Blati Tore, Ahmed Zizou, Ismail Benacer, Franck Kessié, Mohamed Kudus, Madi Camara. You got Elias Skerry, Idrissa Gueye, Aliou Dieng, Yaya Jabrani. Right winger Salah, yeah, he first name into the team. Riyad Mahrez definitely got to make the team. Nicola Pepe, Dango Watura. Remember Dango Watura from the AFCON? He was real good. Left winger Sadio Mane, Karim Konate, Carl Toko Ikambi, Fashion Sakala, Zambian. Forwards, frontman, Vincent Abubakar, Musa Barrow, Gambia. Victor Osimhen definitely should make the team. And Ricardo Gomes of Cape Verde. All right, we went down a little rabbit hole there, guys. African player of team of the year, pardon me. Team of the year. So big up everybody in the house, man. Salim Al-Dosari is not African. Saudi Arabian. Come on, bro. You should know better than that. You should definitely know better than that, man. So just to run down some more little tidbits for you. Kylian Mbappe on Emiliano Martinez's celebrations. When Emi Martinez had a doll with Kylian Mbappe's head on it, right? Celebrations are not my problem. I don't waste my energy on such trivial things. The most important thing for me is to give my best of myself for my club. Well done. Well said, Kylian Mbappe. Well said, man. Well said. So keep it moving. Tottenham submit an offer of 15 million euros for Franck Kessié. And that's from Radio Estadio Noche at Alfred Martinez. So let's see if that transfer actually, comes to fruition. I don't see why Kessié would leave Barcelona right now. Makes no sense to me, but let's see. Brazilian midfielder Andre Santos will arrive in London today to undergo medical tests and has signed a long-term contract with Chelsea. The deal, 12.5 million euros, been signed with Vasco da Gama. Chelsea FC, no loan back to Vasco. At the moment, he's staying and the decision will be made. Guys, come on. Let's stop acting like this kid ain't going to go out on loan. He's not going to be a Chelsea player in the future. Come on. Maybe, but he's going to go out on loan. He's going to go out on loan. Okay? Chelsea fans are probably hyping up this signing. He ain't going to be playing a lot of games for Chelsea. We saw how long, Dennis Zakaria took to get a game. You think this kid is going to play right now? if he does play right, if he does get right into the Chelsea team, I'll be surprised. But knowing that Graham Potter loves to freaking tinker, you just might see him in the team. So we move on. Chelsea have made positive progress in talks over a new contract for N'Golo Kante, and there is now increasing confidence that the French international will commit his future to the club. Kante, run! That's my opinion. Run away. New adventure. N'Golo. For real though. I think, the Premier League has taken a toll on N'Golo Kante, man. He needs a less physical league. So we move on. Kicker, Alexander Nubel. He says, for me, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense to go back to Bayern Munich. So Nubel, I think he's at Monaco. Bayern Munich wants him back because he's actually, I think he was, if I'm not mistaken, he's either there on loan or they sold him to Monaco. But Manuel Neuer is injured, so they're looking to replace Neuer. And Neuer's career might be winding down too, but Alexander Nubel is not going back. So we keep it moving, guys. Edison becomes the fastest player to win 150 Premier League games in just 197 appearances, smashing Patrice Evra's 213 match record. Give it up to Edison. So, all right. For some women's football, guys, for women's football, 57 players in the top 6 leagues have torn their ACL this year. Of these, 5 were in the top 20 at the Ballon d'Or. The list is probably even longer, but the injuries are not always reported. So this is actually women's football, guys. So, yeah, let me just share this with you really quick, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So, yeah, from Soccer Donna, women's football, you see the French League 14, you see Barclays Women's Super League 13, NWSL 11, it's in Germany 10, wherever that is 6, and in Italy 3. So these women are pulling their ACLs like there's no tomorrow, guys. You see what I mean? So big up to Ron, who says Kessie not getting enough time. I could understand that, but why go to Spurs to compete with Bentancur and Hybier? Why? You see what I mean? So I don't know. Let's see. But anyways, man, let's keep it moving with the tidbit section here. Some articles that I saved for y'all. So Frank Kessia, we're gonna just get rid of those. Crawley boss Matthew Etherington leaves job after 32 days. We did touch on that one as well, guys. And just for some transfer news, AC Sparta Praha signs Kwazim Lachi from AC Ajaccio. And we were talking about the French league, so Sparta Praha, the Czech Republic, making a signing there. Seattle Sounders FC acquires forward Heber from NYCFC, and Heber is a Brazilian player that I was following since his days playing in the Croatian league. So, give it up to Heber. Moving on to the Seattle Sounders MLS. Middlesbrough. We're wearing black armbands tonight to mark the passing of one of football's all-time greats, and that's Pele. So great gesture by Middlesbrough. Santos, we did touch on that. Eternal. And I have a plan, right? I have a plan, guys, to do, and I'm going to use, nobody steal my idea, okay? Need some water. I need some water. I've been talking for almost 2 hours. Nobody steal my idea, okay? I'm going to round up the whole year, and I already have the means to find all the biggest things that happen in the year, and we're going to talk about it. Maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday we'll do a long stream if I have the energy. On Monday, let's see. Maybe Sunday or Monday, one of them days. But we will do a wrap-up. Well, it can't be Sunday. It might be Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night. Sunday's a new year. So every football game held in Spain will remember Pele with a minute of silence before kickoff. So I did see that in the Atletico Madrid Elche match. Stade Rennais has lost his first match since August 27th, all competitions and friendlies included. What a record. Napoli's tribute to Pele and Maradona. Won't be looking at any other footage right now. City Football Group have activated the release clause for Vélez Sarsfield's Maximo Perroni. There is already an agreement with the player. So the thing is, right, this is Man City. City Football Group. Well, I don't want to say Man City. Let's say City Football Group, who's, the head team is Man City. Maximo Perroni. I don't know if this is a City Group signing or Man City signing, but this is a young player from Argentina, and let's see where he'll go. So if it's a City Group signing, most likely he'll go to one of the sister clubs, whether it's in Italy, Spain, France, Belgium. It's a lot of India. I doubt he's going to India. Australia, maybe Japan. I don't know. So let's see what becomes of Maximo Perroni. Wickham player collapses on the pitch at full time, but we did look into this article and he is okay. He has recovered well, but he should actually eat up some yam and banana and straighten up. You know what I'm saying? Real Betis fans doing the peluchada during the halftime after game between against Athletic Bilbao. The yearly tradition of throwing stuffed animals onto the pitch that will be gifted to disadvantaged children. This we're going to take a look at, guys. Let's take a look at this. Let's actually copy, paste, and get this on the screen. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Wait. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is lovely. That right there is lovely, man. Big crowd. Look at people and look at stuffed animals being thrown on the field. And look at the people picking them up as well. That is lovely. That is lovely. That is indeed lovely, man. So, Ron, bro, you're late. I showed a whole 8-minute Pele video, bro. You're going to have to watch over the live stream and check out the whole Pele video that I showed you in tonight's live. So, for those of you guys who are watching the replay, let me know how you feel about the Pele video. But that was a touching video, though, from compilation from Pele. So let's go back. Definitely go back. Not that far, but that was nice, though. That was definitely nice. So the Super League standings, I did take a look at the Turkish Super League, and that was a reminder to do so. We didn't take a look at the Portuguese League, but we did look at it recently, but we didn't look at it today. But Sebastian Coates reaches 300 official games for Sporting CP. So big up to the Uruguayan international for that landmark. So this is nice as well. Let's take a look at this one. Let's go on Twitter. And this is over Wembley. This is for Pele. So it's a very nice gesture. Paying tribute to a true football icon. Rest in peace, Pele. So that's at Wembley Stadium there. So let's go back and let's continue running through these things. You know, I go on Reddit every day, guys, and I try to save some good articles, some good things to share with you guys, you know, just to keep you up to date and, you know, entertain and enlighten you. So Erling Haaland has become the fastest player to score 20 goals in the Premier League, doing so in 14 appearances. Unreal. After the World Cup, Moroccan Selim Amala sanctioned with other teammates by his club for refusing to re-sign for the club. So not going to look into that too much though. But footage of Cody Gakpo's first clap hug There's a video of that. Not even going to look at that video, but you guys go check it out, man. Klopp hugs all these players all the time. You know, Klopp just loves to hug people. You know, so, yeah. Cody Gakpo is a new Liverpool player, by the way, guys, if you don't know. So, Neymar Jr. has left the Parc des Princes after getting sent off. So, Neymar left the stadium. Wow. Wow, crazy. Toulouse signs Norway under-21 international Warren Kamanzi from Tromsø Eel. So look out for him. Let's see if he could help Toulouse survive the drop. So Fabrizio Romano, Leeds United are now preparing an offer for Red Bull Salzburg defender Maximilian Wober. You know what, Jesse March? Just go ahead and buy the whole Salzburg team and done. Just go and do it. Just go ahead and do it, man. Go ahead. Because you already buy about 3 of them. Go. Keep buying them. You keep buying off everybody from Red Bull. Players of South African team lay down on pitch and let opponents score a goal while being 3-0 up. I didn't actually look at this video, but I want to check this out, though. I want to check this out and see what happened here. You know, I saved this one for you guys. So, all right, let's take a look at this. Let's go. This is what this series is all about. Ready, set, go, baby. Let's translate that to English and let's go down to the thing, man. Players lie on ground and let the opposing team score in South Africa. Watch. Let's take a look at what happened here, guys. I have to watch on Twitter. All right, let's take a look at this, guys. Let's take a look at this. Let's make this big. And let's take a look at what's going on here. South Africa. Field has absolutely no grass on it, right? 1 million views. Let's go.
Second of the campaign.
Okay.
Oh, turn on the music. That is what Pala Pala is here for.
Okay. What is this about?
The giveaway. Oh, beauty. Oh, beauty. This is what Gussie football is all about. They get a consolation goal via Kasaki, but they all lay down on the floor. Exciting times, I tell you. Exciting times, I tell you. This is football as you've never seen it. Nowhere in the world this has been done. Nowhere. The keeper, the only man playing.
I guess it's just a nice gesture, man. 4 minutes left in the game. Take a goal. This seems like it's played on national TV in South Africa too, right? Super Sport. That's crazy. Absolute craziness. But anyways, I digress and we go back. We went back a bit too far, but we go back. I have a couple more articles to share with you guys, I think. And yeah. Shocking footage reveals Newcastle fan trying to wrestle Dan Burns' shirt off a child after Eddie Howe's side beat Leicester on Boxing Day as supporters condemn shameful scenes. I didn't actually look at this one though. But let me see what's going on with that. Oh man. Let's take a look at this, right? This is a picture, guys. So this is a grown man. This is a couple grown men right here fighting the kid for the Dan Burn jersey. Look at this. There's 2 grown folks right there and a little kid. They should be the first ones to be like, hey, kid, that's yours. That's crazy. Look, Dan Burn pointing to the kid that he want the shirt for, and then these people actually fighting the kid for the shirt. Like, okay, let's take a look at a video here. This is nuts. Look at this. Why? Lord. Jesus. Anyways, these are the things you find on Reddit, man. Shocking indeed. Definitely shocking. So, Ligue SM card are kicked out of the Coupe de France for fielding an ineligible player. This means that 5th tier AF Viron from Normandy will now host current champs Nantes in the ninth round. The ninth round, you know. Anyways, Santos FC adds a crown to the logo in honor of Pele. Let's take a look at that logo, guys. This is the logo. The logo looks nice, though. Logo definitely looks nice. So this is the Santos logo with the crown for Pele, man. That is nice. 2 stars for maybe winning the Copa Libertadores and a crown for Pele. Very, very nice gesture. I don't know if the crown is going to be permanent, but yeah, look at Pele. Yeah. R.I.P., man. R.I.P. You know, so let's go back. Let's go back and land the plane. We're landing the plane, guys. Definitely landing the plane. Dominic Rich F.C. comes back from retirement and signs for Genoa, starting his 5th stint at the club. All the best. So Dejan Kulusevski has won the Swedish Golden Ball, best player in Sweden, player of the year, pretty much. Hajime Moriyasu will remain the manager of the Japan national team with the goal to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. Congratulations, well deserved. So J-League Player of the Year, Tomoki Iwata to join Celtic in the Scottish League. You know, Ange Postecoglou, he just keeps signing up all these Japanese players, man. So Daniel Orsato named the best World Cup referee. I don't know, man. I don't know. So Wembley Stadium, FA backs plans for new fences to help curb disorder. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I've never been to Wembley, man. But yeah, my wife just hit me up. My wife definitely hit me up, and maybe she's ready. She said 40 minutes. All right, so we could definitely land the plane properly. So, Simeone, we have a great squad. 4 players in the World Cup final. Maybe the one who isn't giving everything is the coach. I am the one who has to improve so that they could raise their level. The coach is the one who is failing more than other things. So Simeone taking some blame there. So we go here. The injury suffered by Reece James in Chelsea's victory over Bournemouth is not as bad as we first feared, with the England defender hoping to return in 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. Good news. Chelsea FC has reached a pre-agreement with Molde FK for the transfer of David Dacho Fofana. The question I really have is, how good is this guy? Is this guy even any good? I got to check out some videos, though. I haven't. I really haven't. You know what I mean? Gillingham complete signing of Tom Nichols from Crawley. Okay. West Bromwich Albion Group Limited confirmed that they have agreed a 20 million loan with MSD Holdings secured against the club assets. Bit of financial problems there. David Selke is apparently on his way to Cologne. So, little German news there. Yura Saw joins Genk from Slavia Prague. 7 million fee and a 4-year contract. And Arsenal ready to build Arsene Wenger's statue after Emirates return. So we have a few more things that I want to touch to, but we're going to do that in the future, though. Definitely got a lot of things to talk about, but I will touch on these things in the future. I did give you guys a mouthful there. One thing I failed to mention, I failed to talk about Bournemouth's takeover. And it's somewhere here, but I didn't touch it. Though. But look, let's land the plane properly. Let's refresh that. Big up to everybody still in the house right now. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button for the stream. A lot of information, a lot of info, and we got a chart here. The highest transfer spenders 2022-23. Let's take a look at that right there, right? And I'm gonna share that with you right there. What's going on with my speaker, man? My speaker sounds a little weird. What's going on there with my laptop speaker, man? Sounds like it got cockroaches inside of it, guys. pretty weird. Wow. It's crazy. This is nuts. I think my laptop speaker just blew, which is crazy. Anyways, let the music play still. But these are the highest spending club. Crazy that my laptop speaker sounds like those old radios back in the Caribbean, man. So Chelsea, they spent 282 million euros and counting. Okay? Never mind the arrivals thing. I don't know if that's right. But Man United spent a lot of money. Where's Man City? See that? We're not the ones splashing the cash. And I'm going to leave that right there. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I just want to leave that right there. Tammy Abraham claims it's an honor that Portugal want to hire Jose Mourinho as their next boss. We're not even going to look into that. Jurgen Klopp hails Lionel Messi as the greatest footballer in my lifetime, Lionel Messi. The way he plays football at this age should give us all a hint of how long footballers can perform at the top level. We shouldn't close the books too early. Give it up to Klopp, give it up to Messi. Paul Joyce, Pickford's Everton future in doubt as contract talks stall. Pickford would stay at Everton. Shakhtar Donetsk reject £55 million Mikhailo Mudryk bid from Arsenal, from the Telegraph. I don't know how much they want, but I think they want 100 million. They ain't gonna get it. I don't think it's worth it. Don't spend that much money on Mudryk, man. You know, Shakhtar gonna mess around and miss out on a whole lot of money. And you know what? Maybe a Spanish club would come in for him or an Italian club and they're gonna sell for way less. I think this is exploitation at its finest. FC Utrecht signed Michael Silberbauer as new head coach. So give it up to Silberbauer for his new job. PSV was forced to sell Cody Gakpo due to financial issues resulting from a lack of big sales and Champions League money. 30 million of the sale will go to covering costs. Okay, so that's some things that's coming out. Marcos Alonso will sign a new contract at Barcelona. It remains to be seen whether it will be 1 year renewal or a 1+1 triggered by games played. And big news, Karl Hofskens sacked by Club Brugge after doing so well in the Champions League. You see what it is? You see? You're just as good as your last game, man. So Hofkens and Club Brugge, you know, they did well in the Champions League. I think they're into the round of 16, but he still got sacked. So that's what it is. I think that's about it, man. A few more things to touch on. Russian Football Union, I think this is Russia. Something, RFU to postpone vote again on transition to Asian Football Confederation. So, yeah, this is something that Football Fair and I gotta actually discuss. It's international football stuff here. Bartosz Berezinski set to join Napoli in the next few days from Sampdoria. Deal being completed with Zanoli to join Sampdoria in the same agreement. Personal terms agreed. Berezinski will be backup option for Di Lorenzo. So that's the Polish right back. So not a bad signing. Not a bad signing there for Napoli as they look to win the Serie A title for the first time in a very long time. So Andre Iwan, 1982 World Cup medalist from Poland, has died. So RIP to a Polish legend there. Definitely a player from the golden era. So throwback video of Pele and Maradona having a header rally on live TV. I did take a look at that one already, but won't be touching that one right now. Don't want to get no copyright from that. I already show a whole Pele video in today's live stream. So, guys, that's it. We did touch a lot of things. Big up to Donovan McCrabb. Donovan, come through on the stream next time we stream. Next time we go live. And I'll actually touch on Bundesliga too. Okay? So, I really need to restart my MacBook, man. The speakers are acting up. Let me restart this right now before it's too late. the laptop is like 8 years old, so maybe it's giving out. Let me restart it, man. I use it to play music and things. You see what I mean? It still got its use. But the speaker sounds like there's cockroaches in it right now. So, guys, I do appreciate everybody who tuned in. You guys are indeed the real deal. We didn't get a big turnout tonight, but it's all good, man. It's all good. For those of you guys who are watching the replay, make sure smash the thumbs up button for the stream. We'll be live again. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday, but we'll be going live a lot. I plan to go live a lot going forward. Okay, guys, just so you know. So, from your boy Dom, this is Ready, Set, Go. Number 3. Talk about Pele. Talk about Neymar. Oh, there's one more thing I got to talk about. One more thing. I almost forgot. One more thing I got to talk about, guys. And before we go, I have to talk about this. One player we got to talk about before we go. I almost forgot, man. Enzo Fernandez. How could I forget to talk about Enzo Fernandez? So, what I want to talk about with Enzo Fernandez is where should he go? You see what I mean? Should he go? He's been linked with a move to Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, and I think, I'm not sure if Real Madrid and these teams are in the mix. But let's take a look at some of the news headlines here for Enzo Fernandez, right? So, Benfica deny president's interview. Benfica deny club president's interview, reiterate intentions to keep Enzo Fernandez. This is all crap. This is crap cap, whatever you call it. They're going to sell. If the right money come in, they're going to sell, okay? Todd Bowley can hand Graham Potter Enzo Fernandez alternative with £75 million transfer, right? We're not even going to look into these, right? Chelsea drop 5-man midfield shortlist in case Enzo Fernandez transfer fails. So Chelsea are looking to buy him, but I'm just want to get a gist of how much he's going to cost. Benfica not negotiating over Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea must pay 120 million release clause. Okay, so apparently he's got a release clause of 120 million. He's the World Cup's best young player. But the thing is, we have been talking about Enzo Fernandez all season. Steve and I in the Champions League, Michael Talks Football, we've been talking about this kid all season, not just the World Cup. Some people just know Enzo Fernandez from the World Cup. We've been talking about this guy. This is not a surprise. We've been saying that he's gonna be gone in the summer, or maybe I think we were saying summer 2023, not the winter, but summer. And it's no surprise, man. Yo, I would actually love if Manchester City just swooping, and just buy this player for cheap and send another player Benfica's way. You see what I mean? Like a City group player. That would be awesome. That would be a hell of a move. But I don't think City's going to sign Enzo, though. So, Chelsea ready to break the bank for World Cup breakout star. He's not the World Cup breakout star, man. He's been good before the World Cup. Chelsea line up Enzo Fernandez, Benoit Badiashile, and Yusufa Mokoko triple swoop. Okay. So Chelsea agreed. The Sun one day is saying Chelsea agreed £105 million fee with Benfica for Enzo Fernandez as they pip Man United and Liverpool to club record. I don't know, man. That looks like the Sun type of article. You know what I'm saying? That looks like the Sun type of article there. But look, where should he go? Where should he go? I personally think for the player and what's best for his development, he should stay at Benfica until the end of the season. Stay at Benfica, get that World Cup pressure off your back. When you're at Benfica, it's not a demanding league as the Premier League. It would be a lot of pressure on the young man to be bought for such a big fee, go into the Premier League at Chelsea or United or Liverpool, get put straight into their midfield, and there's going to be a whole lot of pressure and expectation on the player. Big up to Highbury, how are you doing? A lot of expectation on the player, and he could fail. But if he stays at Benfica for the rest of the season, somewhat, come down from the World Cup high, do well in the Champions League for Benfica, help them out, help them win the league, complete a full season, and then in the summer now, you go to one of these other clubs and train and get to have a preseason with your new club, and then integrate and start the new season for 23-24. You see what I mean? You see what I'm saying? So big up to Highbury, who says, I hope you just started the show. Enjoy your show a lot. I'm actually just ending the stream. So you're going to have to go back and watch the replay, but it's well worth it. So go back, watch the replay. If you're doing some cleaning, if you're doing some work around the house, something, if you're going for a long drive, it'll make for a nice watch. You know what I mean? But just wanted to touch on Enzo Fernandez really quick. Let's see where he's going to go. But I think he'll be a good fit for Chelsea. I think he'll fit in at Chelsea. But they're going to need to give him the opportunities. You know what I'm saying? If you sign him at Chelsea, you're going to need to get rid of Jorginho. It doesn't make sense to have him and Jorginho there. You see what I mean? So, Man United, look. Man United are rebuilding right now. So, if they want to make a statement, they could sign Enzo Fernandez. That'd be a statement signing. Liverpool, I think a player like Enzo would fit Liverpool a lot, because all you have to do, in my opinion, drop Thiago and bring in Enzo. Easy. Do a swap deal. Oh, man. But look, man. Look. Listen. Enzo Fernandez will do a much better job than Thiago in Liverpool midfield. Defensively and progressively pushing that ball forward. I'm saying that right now. Man. If Liverpool have to sign this player, he goes where Thiago plays. Thiago is going to come off the bench. If you want to play both of them in the midfield, Enzo, Thiago, and Fabinho, go right ahead. But, I think he'll be better than Jordan Henderson. I think he will. But seeing that Liverpool already spent on Cody Gakpo, I doubt that they're going to spend on Enzo this January. It might have to come in the summer. But guys, I'm about to get up out of here though. I've been live for 2.5 hours now. I got to go pick up my wife from work and go get some rest to go to work myself in the morning. So I didn't get no sleep this afternoon. I've been busy watching football highlights and just prepping the stream. So appreciate everybody who came through, supported the thing. And for those of you guys who watched the replay, I hope you did enjoy the stream indeed. This one is a legendary one. It's a memorable one because we talk about Pele, and this one would be, would live on for a very, very long time. So go back and watch the stream if you didn't. There's a whole Pele video of highlights in there. Go check that out. All right. So guys, from your boy Dom, thanks again for tuning into yet another one. This is Ready, Set, Go. Number 3, number 4 is coming up pretty soon. So thanks again. Peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.